What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. So with all the crazy stuff going on, I'm sure there's some crazy stuff going on this weekend with the world, Israel, and all that fun stuff, especially, or actually maybe not too much, because we have Passover, which starts tomorrow at sundown, and then Tuesday all day long until sundown as well too, and then the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So I'm going to be preparing for that. Got to get myself a little bit of lamb, some potatoes and stuff like that. Possibly potatoes. I got to look up some recipes to make sure it's kosher. But, you know, the thing I just want to talk about is loving the Lord. And not working for salvation, but working out of love. You know, God calls us to do different things, especially in His name. We're different people. Some people are called to be teachers. Some people are called to be ministers. Some people, are called to evangelize. These are part of the spiritual gifts. And, when we have the full armor of God on, nothing can be against us. Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 is is the fruit of the Spirit. And when we're doing things that are fruitful, it's good to God. Do we expect to get anything from it, or do I expect to get anything from it? Absolutely not, other than possibly making God smile and showing my gratefulness and my gratitude toward Him. So let's get into Psalms real quick, and we'll talk about Passover a little bit and see what's going on in the world. Let's see. Let's do Psalm 98. So Psalm 98 says, "Sing unto the Lord a new song, for He hath done marvelous things. His right hand and His holy arm hath gotten Him the victory. The Lord hath made known His salvation. By His righteousness hath He openly shewed in the sight of the heathen. He hath remembered His mercy and His truth toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing praise. Sing unto the Lord with the harp and the voice of a psalm. With the trumpets and sound of cornet, make a joyful noise before the Lord the King. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof, the world, and that dwelleth therein. Let the floods clap their hands. Let the hills be joyful together before the Lord. For He cometh to judge the earth. With righteousness shall He judge the world, and the people with equity." So, Psalm 98. Oh, I like Psalm 98. I actually like a lot of the Psalms. So let's get on the road again. Ooh, that guy's got Taco Bell and he's feeding his puppy. Man, I miss my dog. Had a red-nosed pit bull, and he lasted 12 years. It was really awesome. So got a really nice, good, long life with him, and one of the best friends I ever had. Nicest dog too, but a really good protector as well. So best of both worlds. So we read in Psalm 98, it's talking about the coming of Jesus, our Messiah, and that God has already worked all things out. Salvation has been spread throughout the world. His gospel has been spread, and it's dealing with Israel as well too. So when we see in the world, I was talking to one of my neighbors last night. She's Jewish. And the funny part, though, too, is my dad's also Jewish, too. So my dad's a German Jew. And he actually, his mother, my grandmother, she was a child. So my great-grandmother was in Germany when Hitler was going around and rounding up the Jews and sending them to Auschwitz. And the other one, I forget its name. So half of my dad's family is German, and half of it is Jewish. And so that's the mixture. So when Hitler was coming around, a family friend said, "Hey, look, you guys are Jewish, you need to get out of here now because Hitler's about to come up this way and you guys will be no more. So my great-grandmother and grandfather ended up leaving Germany, their house, their most of their belongings, and had to start all over here in America and got citizenship. Now this is my adopted dad. For me, I'm not Jewish. I'm Irish, Italian, and Mexican. So half Mexican, Irish, and Italian. Viva la raza. No, I'm just joking. But so they had to start all over, and it was hard. And that was the time of Hitler. I never thought in my life, and this is before obviously I read the Bible. I never thought in my life that we would be seeing Jews be rounded up again, and this has been the story over and over with ethnicities. We've seen Japanese people be round up into concentration camps over here in America and also deported too because of World War II. When we had the attack on Pearl Harbor. And so that hits me pretty hard too because I was born on Pearl Harbor. So, all my research papers, every time I needed to do something for history in one of my classes, I would always just tend to pick Pearl Harbor because it's my birthday. And so I learned a lot about it. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, those were horrible and devastating. But, we've seen this continually going on. And I never would have thought that I would be alive the day where we start, targeting Jews and not helping Jews, or that people would have come to the place to where they forgot about the Holocaust. I remember going into the Holocaust Museum over in Washington, over in DC, and they had a stack of shoes, and something just came over me. I felt all the pain and hurt from everything, and it was hard. It was hard to stay in that building, and so, but it was very, very meaningful, and to remember what had happened. And then we see Israel right now with Hamas and Gaza, and Russia, Iran, all these places, the U.S. not helping Israel out, even though we did block the missiles with a couple other countries and the drones. So it's this teetering game, but that just shows me that, if it wasn't for an election season or nothing was really depending on, I think, re-election, then that bus is stuck. That sucks. Then that sucks. I don't think the U.S. would have helped. And we read this in Revelation. All places, everyone circling Israel is going to come against them. So I was talking to my neighbor about this, and she's Jewish and holds to the Torah. So we have some really good conversations, and I was just telling her, with all the things that are going on, it's kind of hard for me to say that Yeshua is not coming back soon. But I believe that I'll probably see Yeshua in my lifetime. Oh, there's a hazard on the road. Let's see where it is. In my lifetime, that means that if I'm not raptured, if there is no waiting place that Christians go, then I don't see the object. Okay. If I don't see that place, or if I don't go to that place, then that means we're going to have to experience, or I'm going to have to experience the Antichrist and reject the beast system and all this stuff. But the great part, though, is the final call before Jesus comes back is a warning saying, he's going to send an angel that speaks all tongues, saying, don't take the mark of the beast. And so to be watchful for Jesus' return as well too, to always be looking up and, you know, studying, so that way I don't forget. Place as many things into my heart as possible, so that way if all these Bibles are taken away, or the internet is gone, and, you know, I can't look up scripture on my phone or what have you, that I know scripture in my heart, and you can't be deceived. That's also part of the armor, the armor of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse, I think it's 10 through 18, which is the full armor of God. And so that's a blessing, and always studying brings me comfort. It brings me peace, brings me joy. You know, I enjoy learning, and I think that's what we all need to do. You know, don't be worried about anything. All these things have to come to pass. But for me, you know, I'm still looking. I'm still trying to search to see if there really is going to be a rapture or not. Because I like to edge on the side of caution. You know, I put full faith in Jesus that if there is a rapture, then I will be called up. You know, he knows I better not miss that day, because I put full faith in him to do that. But I don't know when. So not knowing when he's coming back means that I gotta live my life like normal, or as normal as possible, and just prepare for bad things to take place. Because people have been thinking that, you know, the coming of Christ is soon for years, and it's true, but it's God's timing. So, you know, 40, 50 years ago, things were, you know, pretty bad. And so people, you know, had to still prepare. The economy got better, the country got better, and now we're seeing a decline again. We see this all throughout Scripture. We see this all throughout prophecy, and all throughout the world. Oh shoot! Everyone's pressing their brakes. There's always traffic right here. I don't know why there's always traffic. But when we see end times prophecy, when we see all these things taking place, I mean, it says that, you know, that it's not long before the Antichrist comes. Things still have to be set up. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow or anything like that. But the good part, though, is it gives me more time to read Scripture. It gives me more time to learn about God and God's character. And that's a big blessing, because, you know, going through the Old Testament is really fun. I've been really slowly going through Exodus, because there's just a lot that takes place there in the first couple of chapters as well too, with Moses and Aaron, and going to Pharaoh, and you know, like all the famines and stuff. So it shows God's immense power. It shows that his prophecy stands. It shows that he is, you know, the Alpha and the Omega, and whatever he says will be done, no matter what. No one can come across anything, because he's hidden you know, how things are going to be taking place, reserved just for him, and until Jesus opens the scroll to go unleash, you know, God's wrath on the earth. But that's only after the Antichrist has risen. So we don't see no Antichrist. No one's raptured yet. So, you know, studying and seeing God's character is just a great and amazing thing. So anyways, I want to let you guys go. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day today, and I'm gonna try to do a Bible study tonight. So if you guys have families, spend time with your families. If you guys have children, spend time with your children. They grow up very, very quick, you know. So other than that, I appreciate you guys, and you guys stay sexy. Laters.